This girl is so hot right now. Shannon Ihrke has done a lot in her professional career so far. She's the spokesmodel for a popular radio station in Chicago, 97.9 The Loop. She works as an MMA ring girl, and she's posed for various publications, including Maxim. Despite these accomplishments, Ihrke's most important milestone was her 4 years in service in the United States Marine Corps. How about that? Having joined when she was only 19, Ihrke said it was the best decision she has ever made. She said the Marines gave her a reason to stay motivated, set goals for herself, and to push herself when things got tough. Being a woman in the Marines, she said she had to constantly prove herself or work twice as hard as the guys in order to get their respect. She finally decided to call it quits and began her path to becoming a lingerie model. Her Instagram account, which now has over 70,000 followers, features pictures of her in a bikini, lingerie shoots, as well as moments of her life at home. Well, Tomo Sapiens, are you gonna follow her? Keep watching for more stories about women in the military.
Say shalom to the world's hottest soldier. An Israeli soldier has become a social media star after, surprise, surprise, she started posting photos of herself in skimpy bikinis and in her tight military uniform, with both outfits doing an excellent job exhibiting her enviable body. Israeli citizen Kim Melibovsky is currently serving her 2-year compulsory military service, but she's making the most of her time by boosting morale and inspiring people around the world who, are into that military look. Yes, ma'am. Now Melibovsky's got her fingers on both the literal trigger of a gun, while also triggering a lot of emotional responses in the hearts of quite a few fans out there. Male and female alike, we're sure. Her Instagram page is filled with delightful pics showing her posing in provocative swimwear on the beach or in tight-fitting military uniforms. And we gotta say, she sizzles. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Melibovsky's Instagram account already has an impressive 22,000 followers, and her fan base is growing rapidly. But Melibovsky isn't the only Israeli army babe. An account called Hot Israeli Army Girls has over 120,000 followers and features some pretty incredibly beautiful women from the Jewish state who also know how to work a gun. So, Tomo Sapiens, what you waiting for? Again, that account was called Hot Israeli Army Girls.
First 2 women pass elite U.S. Army Ranger School. This year, for the first time, women have been allowed to take part in the grueling U.S. Army Ranger School, which feeds troops to the Special Forces. Out of the 96 soldiers graduating from the Ranger School on Friday, 2 of them for the first time will be women. To pass the Fort Benning phase of training, soldiers have to complete at least 49 push-ups, 59 sit-ups, run 5 miles in 40 minutes, and do 6 chin-ups. For the second part of training, known as the mountain phase, soldiers have to run 12 miles in 4 hours, along with completing a variety of military mountaineering exercises. The third, Florida phase, includes small boat operations and parachute jumps for airborne rangers, along with a variety of other training exercises, such as mock combat patrols that last for days, while the soldiers survive on 1 or 2 meals a day. The 2 women who will graduate from the Ranger training on Friday will not be eligible to join the 75th Ranger Regiment, which still has a ban on female soldiers. The 96 soldiers who successfully completed the Ranger School this year were part of a group of 400 soldiers who started the course in April. The Pentagon has ordered that all military occupations be open to women starting next year, although the services can request a waiver for some jobs. Twitter user Adriana Cohen wrote, "We should raise our daughters to look up to these 2 female Rangers who rock. They're better role models than many."
North Carolina mom moves to Iraq to fight ISIS. A 25-year-old mom of 3 has left her North Carolina community to join Kurdish forces in battling the Islamic State in Iraq. Samantha Johnston of Emerald Isle, a divorced mother of a 5-year-old and 3-year-old twins, created a Facebook fan page where the Army veteran shares photos from Iraq, traveling with a group of fighters she met online. Johnston said she's joined the Kurdish Peshmerga troops who are battling ISIS in northern Iraq because she felt it was her duty. Johnston is the latest Westerner to volunteer to fight against ISIS in Iraq. According to reports, Johnston served in the U.S. Army from 2008 until 2011 as a geospatial engineer. Last summer, the Islamic State overran the Iraqi military and swept through parts of Iraq and Syria, killing thousands in the process.
Could female soldiers be the key to winning the fight against ISIS? Welcome to Suleymaniye, Kurdistan, in northern Iraq. a flourishing oil-rich city free from strict Islamic law. The front lines in the fight against ISIS are drawn on the surrounding hillsides. It's here where all-female units from the Kurdistan Workers' Party, or PKK, literally have ISIS scared as hell. The female fighters have agreed not to marry or have children. They overcome the fear of abduction by eliminating the option of surrender. And ISIS's infatuation with the glory of dying in battle loses some of its luster if they happen to be killed by a woman. Best case scenario for a jihadist, get killed by a man, proceed to heaven, and collect 72 virgins. But get killed by a female and it's straight to hell for that soul. The all-female units strike fear into the jihadists, who often run from battles rather than risk eternity in hell. The PKK are hoping the U.S. will help arm them in the fight against ISIS. But for that to happen, the U.S. would need to declassify the PKK as a terrorist organization, a move likely to ruffle feathers in Turkey.